Alright guys, I guess it's been 3 weeks since my last video. That wasn't by design. Um, just out here on a random drive tonight, not so random I guess, getting a weigh-in of the F-150 here at the scales outside of Strathmore. Looks like right now the scale's reading 20 kilograms. Just a full reference, I have the canopy on still, and I'll be weighing each axle as well as the entire truck. Kind of comes full circle. Last year on January 5th, I actually did the same exercise, weighed the thing without the canopy at that time, and determined what my weights were. Sorry, I can't look them up right now. It's in my notes. I'll maybe try and edit this video one little bit before I post it. One shout out, I know I called you guys influencers in the last video. I want to make a correction. You guys are content creators. I've never created a YouTube video and edited and spliced it. There's a lot of work that goes into that, so sorry if I offended you calling you influencers. You're content creators. So I get the work that goes into it and I respect it now. I'm not doing this for likes or subscribes or anything, more just to document my mission. And actually tonight I came out for a drive. I like driving just to clear my thoughts, and it wasn't so much to verify that I'm crazy. I'm probably sure I'm crazy. uh, Actually tonight was more verify my thoughts, think things through, and I'm crazy not to do this. So a year ago I did this exact same measurement at this exact same scale, and that year basically I've lit $36,000 on fire. So without further ado, let's get into this and we'll do the weigh job here. 20 kilograms on the scale. I'll try not to drop my mic or my phone while I do this. All right. So I apologize out of focus here. Hopefully you can still hear me. Hopefully it hasn't switched to my audio in the truck. So we're gonna do the front axle. The front axle, I don't know if you can see that very well. I'll just put it in park. It seems to be fluctuating a bit. Front axle 1570. I think that's less than last year. I do have a coolant leak somewhere on this thing right now, so maybe I've lost all that coolant. I have no idea. It's part of the reason I came out for a drive too, to figure out where that's coming from. I can smell coolant. Can't see any drips or anything. So Malcolm at Glen Meadows Auto, if you're listening, you might be doing an oil change, coolant drop to figure out where this phantom leak is. We'll go to the rear axle now. Actually, we'll do the full truck since I'm here. Full truck 3,020 kilograms. Now we'll do the rear axle. Rear axle, we're going to say 1,430 kilograms. Remember, we had 20 kilograms on the scale when I started. So yeah, that's kind of the weights I have to go with. I'll probably do one quick edit on the video to give you the weights that I saw on this scale last year. I did fill up with fuel when I left Calgary. Again, shout out to the Tempo, Killarney Tempo. I think it's 34th Street Southwest and 26th Avenue. Those guys are great. Saturdays, Sundays, and Wednesdays, they try and do price wars. Wednesdays are the best deals if you're looking for gas in Calgary. Today I saved 11 cents, actually 12 cents a liter. So the major outlets were going for about $1.20 a liter, and these guys had it down to $1.08, I think it was tonight when I filled up. So American Friends, what's that? Roughly 44 cents a gallon savings. And yeah, last year when I did this, I did check, it was minus 12 Celsius. Tonight it's minus 8 Celsius. Fairly warm for January both years. American Friends, I don't know off the top of my head, I'm going to say that's 0 Fahrenheit maybe. But yeah, I'll get back to the house, do a quick edit, and get this posted for you. Okay, let's try this again. So I blabbed for about 3 minutes there and realized that I did the recording without my microphone off or on. Um, I guess I should have done an outtakes in Kananaskis. I was trying out my new microphone and yeah, put the thing on the tripod. The microphone only fits with the phone cover off. Take the protective cover off the phone, gust of wind comes, and yeah, phone blows down on the tripod. So yeah, I had some fears about that. Anyway, this is just on my computer because I don't feel like holding my phone. So some corrections from our scale visit last night. And by the way, I still haven't found the coolant leak. Last visit was actually 2 years ago, January 5th, 2024, when I first had this idea about trying to minimize my costs and was just trying to figure out how to navigate my new life scenario there. So yeah, $72,000 lost in rent, not 36,000 like I had said. Second, I'm not an idiot. I can actually do temperature conversion. In my truck, I believe I said -8 Celsius was around 0 Fahrenheit, and I was incorrect because in my head I was converting the -20 Celsius. That was the minimum temperature on that day that I had looked up, which is about -4 degrees Fahrenheit. So -8 Celsius, 17.6 Fahrenheit for our American friends. Now, to the meat and potatoes of tonight's video. It's all about weights here at the scale. So 2 years ago, with no canopy, you can see the rear axle was 1,300 kilograms, and tonight the rear axle was 1,410 kilograms. That's about right. When I bought this canopy from Iron Hall here in Calgary, they told me it weighed anywhere between 250 to 400 pounds, depending on what options I put on it. I went with the glass windows so I could get my diesel heater in there. I went with the roof rack, so there's a little bit of extra weight there that was on the not stated on the minimum side. So what's it all boil down to? We're looking at a camper, a wet weight of our camper of 300 kilograms, so 660 pounds. It was tight. Yeah, it's a lot tighter than I thought. Good thing I went to the scale, and I'm using the buffer of the canopy for the boys, the dog, mining equipment such as pans, my high banker, etc. So kind of giving myself that 200-pound buffer. Again, this is temporary solution. It's not permanent. This is short-term gain or short-term pain, sorry, for the long-term gain of the M1078 platform. The reason why I need to save that 100,000 is because I'm in Canada. I can't just go to GovPlanet and get 10,000 USD M1078 and put the repairs into it. As a Canadian, I need to purchase through someone who has already gone through the clearance, and I can then import the demilitarized truck into Canada, unless I'm looking at the regulations wrong, and I very well might be. So if someone's done this before in Canada, importing an M1078, please let me know in the comments, and I'll gladly entertain those ideas as well. But yeah, it boils down to 660 pounds design weight. We may have to cut some solar panels, cut some battery capacity. It's gotta be able to keep me warm when it's potentially -49. That's our 4949 spec. Gonna keep this one short, wrap it up. My next video was actually kind of planned. Boys and I did a dry run of it. I think it'll be exciting. Well, it'll be kind of boring because it's time lapse, but the science part behind it will be quite exciting. The boys were quite excited when we did it, the dry run, just to make sure that the theory was going to match before we set up all the filming equipment. So yeah, I'll get that out there with the actual run, and we'll go from there. We'll keep it short, and hope you guys find this series interesting. It's not about likes or subscribes. It's about just documenting my journey on trying to save this $100,000 so I can import a beast and build a proper platform here in 4 years. We'll see you in the next video.